Hello and welcome back to Inevitable Excess. So, between episodes I got some comments about some of our buffing, and, well, I wanted to potentially change some of it. And what I'm changing is I'm putting animal growth back on the bar. We took this off way earlier into the story, as in all the way back, like maybe 20 hours into the main game, because basically it was quite buggy and it caused a few issues. We're going to try it again next time we buff, and we'll see whether it's still got issues, but it might help our dinosaur live a little bit, which would be good. I've also done some fixes that I should have done to Areelu a while ago. I've taken off some of her extra aspects that she had, because really she doesn't need to have all those aspects, because you can only have one active at a time. So we'll have more bark skins to use as well, which should mean that everyone's AC is higher. And I've also switched her from using aspect of the wolf to aspect of the falcon, which means that instead of getting a bonus to our strength, which I believe is what wolf gave us, we're instead getting a bonus to ranged attacks, and a critical multiplier goes up for ranged attacks, which I think will be better. This is the one I replaced, so we're losing +4 enhancement to strength and dex, and a +2 enhancement to trip. And we don't really use trip at all, so that's fine. In fact, we've never used trip, at least not on Areelu. So, yeah. The plan is that this might be better because we get a better critical multiplier. And I think that'll be useful in terms of just increasing damage. If she ends up missing a lot, I guess we could always switch, but I don't think she's going to. Does she have a dex up anyway? She does still have a +15 to dex. I suppose she'll probably be fine on that front. Right. So now we've done that, I think it's time for us to explore this area a little bit more, find some more Marhavocs, some more reality behaving badly, and yeah, we'll just move on. So I think we want to head up here over to where we teleported earlier. So there's another Marhavok, and there's something we have to fight.
I won't let you hurt my friends.
Okay. Well, might as well activate these. I don't think we need to Aeon Bane here. We're not trying to take any buffs off of this thing, and then we just charge. Nice. Take a step forward. Mark it as a quarry. Shoot it. Okay, that was reasonable. Attack. Shoot it. True Strike attacks us. That's fine. We knew that was going to happen. It's what it does every single time. Run up and hit. That was really good damage. You chill for just now. And we're just kind of ready to go. Okay, it's dead. And we got a crit. Which, whether it's good or bad, has now confirmed to me that the crit thing was obviously the right idea, and there's no other way to think about it. Because it happened once in the fight after I used it. Is that a good way of judging whether an ability is good or not? Absolutely not, but it's the way we're gonna do it. Hello. There's just some zombies. Hey, you know the thing about zombies? We can't hurt them. That's kind of unfortunate. I guess we'll do this. Or at least this character can't hurt them. We'll switch back over to Radiance here. Are there any of the mythic zombies? Outsider, Outsider, Outsider. No. Okay. So you could probably chill. Yeah, Seela's getting a little bit shot, but that's okay. Can you shoot from here? No. Okay, so might as well move you all the way in so that you can be within 30 for your next shot. And then we'll just mark the archer and shoot it. Nice. Oh, there's another archer. Oh, there's a whole other group of them up here. Completely missed. Okay, wander in. And... can I do that on a point? Yes, I can. Wonderful. 200 damage to everything. Fantastic. Get in here. Little chain lightning. Good. Alright, getting a little shot at. Still shooting Seela. That's fine. You... just gonna... no, I'm gonna delay you a little bit. Want these guys... yeah, I want these guys in close. There we go. Attack. Horse, let's get you round the back. Then attack. Oh! That one's dead. Okay. Lots of crits. Can you get in and attack? No. Okay,
Stab
attack.
you or zap you? Why not both?
That's fine. Attack. We missed, but that's okay. Ruchelet. I think still shoot that archer. Didn't quite get it, but that's okay. Seela's taking damage, but not a ton. I don't think they do that much damage. Just trying to see where we hit this one. There we go, like that. That was pretty good. And chill. We can probably leave you. Still shooting Seela.
This'll leave a bruise.
Seela's gonna attack this one. She missed. Lots more misses. Kind of thought she might hit. It's all fine. Alright, stab. Wow, that concealment's very good. Okay. Well, I guess attack. At least we did some AoE damage. Choose that one and shoot it.
I will resist.
There we go. We got crit. That's what we're looking for. I think they must be at the point where you either crit them and kill them, or you can't hit them. There we go. One of those. The 200 damage seems very relevant to us right now, so seems good. And then just because these guys are causing us a little bit of a problem, chain lightning. And I could do this as well. That would hit us though. That seems foolish. Okay.
I'm all right.
She does have last stand on, so she'll be fine for a couple of turns. Attack. Horse doesn't care about whether you can or can't hit, it just hits.
Distract them from me.
Still can't hit it. Wonder, like, do they have something on them that's making us just miss 100% of the time, or is it this one? Under a displacement spell effect. Yeah, okay, we're just unlucky, I guess.
Strike with all your might.
You know what? Let's go back and have a look here. Are we unlucky? It's a 50% roll. Yes, we're just unlucky. Wow. Okay. Mark, walk over here. Start taking shots. Just wanted to kill that one there. So we have less archers shooting us. Little damage heal here. Nice, we killed that one, and we've hurt the zombie lord a little bit more. And then maybe one of these. Okay. Seela? Nope.
Take you.
Okay. Attack. That's fine. Stab it. You actually managed to hit it? Wow. That was almost like it wasn't that difficult to check. Okay. Quick save. And grab our loot. Okay, that's all fine. This was another one of these bits of light that we've already seen. And then we got the Greater Phylactery of Positive Channeling. Now, I'm fairly certain that you have the Phylactery of Positive Channeling. So, this means that you do an additional 4d6 whenever you use Channel Positive Energy to heal or damage. Yes, well, an additional 2d6, I should say, over the amount that we already have. Let me just test something. Okay, it just removes corruption. That's fine. I was just checking that it still just removed corruption, and it wasn't like,
follow me.
This gets rid of the reality bending, or something of that nature. Because that would be something that would be annoying to find out later. But no, it's okay. Another Marhavok that we're going to ignore. Here's where we killed those trees. Odd sentence. Nothing in there. Right, carry on down the hill. Okay. I get the feeling we're about to have no reality soon.
March on.
This seems like a trap. It just gave me loot and didn't make me fight something for it.
What's that?
Alright. I know a trap when I see one. The notes contain detailed plans of the now sealed mine shafts near Is. That wasn't a trap. Greater bolster metamagic rod. Spells now deal 2 more damage per dice roll to all its targets. Nice. Okay, could be very good for Ember if we need a little bit extra. I'm still paranoid.
Onwards.
Don't get me wrong, I haven't stopped being paranoid. Hanamura did not spare the historical records of Is. Where once there was a collection of ancient wisdom, there now remains only splatters of acid. Who's Hanamura? Maybe that was some of the old Is stuff. Yeah, reality stopped being shameful. Like, maybe that's old Is lore, not new Is lore. We're about to be attacked?
Let us be off.
No? I don't believe you. The notes contain descriptions of temples belonging to Sarkoris' most revered deities, Erastil, Gozra, and Pelura, as well as shrines of the Green Faith.
I will fight!
I told you. I told you. It was a trap. The whole time, it was a trap. Right, I do want to use this, because I want to hit them with the spell if I can. I didn't actually even manage to hit. Okay, stab.
Time to share your treasures.
Mark, shoot. Didn't quite get it, but that's okay. Nice sneak attack, which I also stunned. Right here, we'll take the attack of opportunity just to stand next to him. That's fine. Lightning, followed by little storm bolts. Okay, we stunned somebody who had a turn coming up. Darren, you're no longer as strong as you used to be, so let's just get you out of here, because he doesn't have any of the, what is it? Yeah, because he doesn't have any of the armor buffs that we have on, so we'll just sneak him around the corner here.
To your demise.
You're gonna attack this one while we wait for them to come in. This one's coming in, don't hit Ember. Hit Darren directly and knocked him down. He used Trip as a ranged attack. That seems really good. Maybe we should use Trip. Run over here and attack him. Yep, just looking purely for the stun there.
Cover me, alright?
There we go. 8 attacks. That one's dead. And another shot there. Actually, hit that one. Then we'll shoot this guy.
Guide my hand.
And we switch to this one who we've now marked. Kill. Cool. Achievement unlocked. Detective at work. What is that? Discovered all cases of abnormal behavior in Is before facing the real threat. Excuse me? What do you mean the real threat? That doesn't seem right. That would imply there's something more. But there's nothing weird going on here. Nothing weird at all. It's just like, you know, Marhavok. He's just normal. He always had multiple versions of himself. Nothing weird happening here at all.
The Inheritor, guide my blade.
Right. Reality's just being a little naughty, and we're just telling it off. That's as far as I need to know about this. Alright, where are we? While exploring Is, the commander encountered strange phenomena as if reality were under the influence of unknown magic. What's doubly strange is Marhavok did not mention this before. Interesting. So we already had that one there. Oh wait, no. Okay, so it's actually, this is the new one. The anomalies in Is proved to be much more numerous and much more dangerous than Marhavok described. Now a serious chat must be had with the Winter Sun Chief. But which one? Also, if that's the last reality thing, that kind of implies that that might be the last fight. Maybe not, but interesting if it is. Pun not intended, to call it Is. Nothing over here. Oh, hello.
My dream.
Well, 1, 2, 3. Turn on that one. Charge. Well, at least we got a stun. There are a lot of enemies, but we got a stun. Move a little closer. I'm just going to try and kill that one. Kill a nice easy one at the front here. Does some damage to some of the others, but also just remove someone from their turn order, which is quite nice. Shoot.
Precision and grace.
Horse. We might as well attack this one while we wait for them to close in on us. You're going to stand over here so that you're not in direct... like, they have to walk past us to get to the her. And then one of those. Nice. So they're heading in here. This is fine. Yeah, no issues. Oh, there's another one. Okay. Turn on our Inquisitor stuff and attack. Nice. We're now just gonna pick one like this one and just shoot it. That's a lot of concealment misses. I'm not a huge fan of those. Well, at least we got a kill. Kill it. Save the fortitude save. Okay. Attack. Is there a way for you to... yeah, you can do multiple attacks if you hit this one. Oh! Well, that was good. I think I'll just use Storm Bolts here. I don't really want them to have a turn. I don't think they're going to do anything with their turn. I just don't want them to have it. Attack. A target, shoot.
Distract them for me.
There we go, little stab.
I'll make short work of this.
And kill. And kill.
Glory without risk.
You just chill. It's running away. Really? Really? It's running away? Okay. Shoot it. Nice. I'm very happy we hit it and didn't have to do a long chase against that one, because it can run into other fights. It is possible. And that can be very annoying. Oh, it's another one of these weird beasties. Also, I just realized that achievement said, and face the true threat. Now, does that mean the true threat of it is, or is this the end of the DLC? Because if this is the end of the DLC, people said it was short. This would be very short. I guess we haven't done a puzzle yet, so there's probably not quite the end, but it is interesting to think that it could be near the end at this point. Maybe that maybe the puzzle is like in a separate section and that's unrelated to the anomalies. Maybe it's not like it's maybe not something you have to do. That could be possible. I can believe that. If you told me that, I'd believe you. Right. Hit it. Shoot it.
Time to share your treasures.
Uses True Strike. Tries to kill us. Fails to kill us. That's fine. Get up here and attack. And attack. And kill it. And kill it. And kill it. Somebody will get it eventually.
Onwards.
Right, quick save. And we'll continue just clearing out this place. Grab that one. Excuse me, I thought we cleared out all of reality behaving badly. But then there was yet another reality behaving badly. Maybe you only have to clear... maybe you don't have to clear out them all, you just have to clear enough. Yeah, you know what? They probably made it so you didn't have to clear them all, so people weren't like, oh, but where's the last one or something. Like, you just had to do a solid effort. And they're like, yeah, that'll do. You cleared them out. You got the concept that we were going for. You got what we were putting down, so we won't make you do it all. Which, you know, to be honest, I prefer. Like, sometimes when you're in games and it's like, I'm missing that one thing, it's very annoying. The Altar of Gorm was installed here quite recently. It seems the pilgrims from Wintersun have taken up the consecration of the surrounding lands in earnest. Yeah, okay, so Wintersun, that confirms what we thought earlier. It is the guys from the village that I couldn't remember the name of, and the name was Wintersun. Cool. So now we want to head in, then we want to go and speak to every Marhavok, I think? Yeah, that's the plan. Also, we need to check behind the hut by the looks of it.
Follow me.
For more reality behaving badly. Sounds like that should be some show. Hello, Irabeth. Oh yeah, we were meant to be looking for you. She's dead. Were we too slow? She's straight up dead. Well, that's not good. Attack. Nice. I need to take Radiance off as well. I just remembered that I still have Radiance on. Right, you're going to go all the way to the back to look for enemies. They do get an attack of opportunity, but that doesn't matter. Shoot. Horse, get right in here and then attack. Just trying to make sure there's space for everybody. Shoot and Seela. Let's do another one of these. We may want to... oh no, I've actually messed up a little bit here. Let's just use Chain Lightning instead. We may want to do a rest before we go in and confront anyone, just because we've used a lot of spell slots, but other than that, I think we're okay. Nice crit. Okay, you can't charge in, but you can get right in here to this guy. Okay, who doesn't get a turn? Right. Turn on our buffs, attack. Stab. That's a lot of stabs. Get in here. Just do a little shoot. Horse, that's your target. Shoots at us a little bit. Get in here. Hit it. Very nice. That one's dead. Now we're hitting the person who's stunned. And that was fairly easy. Right. Of course I'm going to grab the loot first. I mean, who wouldn't? The warrior was ripped to pieces by demons. The soldiers fought valiantly, but the enemy was too strong and too numerous. Erebeth's lifeless body lies sprawled on the streets. Interesting. I clicked quick save, by the way, in case you're wondering what just happened. And then this happened. Commander! Erebeth looks dazed and a bit worse for wear, but alive. More alive than she seemed to be a few moments ago. Erebeth is bathed in blinding light, indicating her wrongness. Use our mythic power to sense Erebeth's aura. With our 53 Arcana. You sense a strange dissonance in the aura around Erebeth. Ripples of chaotic emanations skitter across its surface, making Erebeth's gilded armor glint fitfully, and the air around her turn into a thickened haze. Look closer at Erebeth. Erebeth adjusts her equipment, and the wrongness of her movement is striking. There is no doubt that this person is left-handed, but the Erebeth you always knew always favored her right hand. I know something. You were dead a second ago. That's not possible. Erebeth is startled by your words. Knocked senseless, perhaps, but I'm definitely alive. Erebeth's dismay soon gives way to her typical stiff demeanor as she delivers her report. The scouting group I was with ran into a band of strange demons. We fought them, then pursued them where they fled. They ambushed us here. We were surrounded then. I don't remember anything after that. I took a hard hit from something and I was knocked out, but I certainly didn't die. Erebeth pinches herself on the cheek just to be sure. I know something's wrong with you. Tell me the truth. What? You're mistaken, Commander. That's a new effect. Erebeth's protest dies under your piercing gaze. Finally, she nods wearily. Fine, there's no use in dissembling. Yes, there is something wrong with me. The fact is, I am not Erebeth. The Erebeth you knew was killed right there. She points at the place where she lay just a minute ago. Tell me what happened. The real Erebeth was with a scouting unit holding the defense here. They were killed. As she was dying, Erebeth fell on top of the bodies of the demon she had slain, and something that had been inside them got into her body and began to change it. That change is what created me. What were those demons, and what was in their bodies? They were wrong somehow, in the same way that I am wrong. They were raging, destructive, sadistic, as they always are. But they also seemed perplexed in a way, as though they also knew they shouldn't exist. And the unnaturalness that was inside them mixed with Erebeth's blood and poisoned her, even in death. Ironic for a paladin who's supposed to be immune to all disease. Erebeth laughs bitterly. Your senses tell you she speaks the truth, and she speaks just as the real Erebeth would. What are you? I think I am a copy of the real Erebeth. I have all of her memories as well. I think and feel just as she does, except for one thing. I know that I am not the original. But I am no illusion either. You hear the challenge in Irbeth's voice. I can feel fear and pain. I'm alive, and I love my wife as I always have. I'm faithful to my goddess, and I'm ready to die for my comrades. I've decided what I'm going to do with you? Before you do, Commander, please bear one thing in mind. Yes, I am not the real Irbeth. I do not know what I am, but the real Irbeth is gone. I could take her place. What news would you rather bring back to Anevia? Will you tell her that her wife is dead, dooming her to heartbreak, or will you tell her everything ended well? I do not know what force created me or for what purpose, but perhaps I deserve the right to live. Doesn't a living Irbeth have more to offer this world than a dead one? If you feel and you think like a living creature, then you are one. Nothing else matters. Isn't that right, Commander? Having read these two options, I'm gonna choose number 2. Now, it might not be the Aeon, like, something's wrong, I'm gonna fix it way, but the way they phrase these two options makes me think I would prefer number 2. Because number 1 is, I don't know what you are, but I will destroy you. To that, I would naturally think, well, we need to at least know what she is, and it's easier to know what she is if she isn't dead. So I'm going to go with come back with me to the camp, which is going to be a chaotic thing, but I think it's the correct option. Thank you. I promise to prove myself worthy of your trust. You should be the first to tell Anevia that I'm alive. She'll be beside herself of happiness. You sense that the ground beneath your feet is a little shakier than before. The colours around you seem to blur slightly, and the sounds you hear blend and mix together. Your actions have violated the order and stability of this place. Yeah, but I don't know what this place is. Do I care if it's orderly and stable? And stable? I don't know why I went for stable. I guess because I was trying to do stability. Anyway. +2 a bonus on attack rolls and a +5 bonus on damage rolls against lawful enemies. Huh.
Onwards.
Okay. Let's go. Nothing here. There's a little room in this bit. Grab the loot. Grab the loot.
Let us be off.
Position, let's go. What are you? Sonia? Oh, she was the carver who, she was the carver who was blind, I think? Yeah. Interesting. But she knew about the demons as well, didn't she? Reality shudders as if it has been caught doing something shameful before quickly returning to normal. Okay, hello. Bloody hunter, leave this place. Welcome, esteemed guest. What? So it seems like she's fighting off like some force, and then she's being forced to say welcome to this place. Or welcome, esteemed guest. Like, she wants to tell us to go away because she's calling us a bloody hunter.
March on.
I wonder whether the creatures, maybe these creatures, right? Here's my theory. These weird creatures are what's causing the distortion. We are hunting those creatures, right? Because Val Malos basically suggests that something is wrong. Maybe they are naturally occurring chaotic creatures, and Val Malos is then obviously attacking them because he's lawful. So that might be this, but then there might be the welcome esteemed guest. She's telling, like, the creature is telling us to leave, go away, stop fixing reality around them, while the thing that the creature has created is following its, pattern and saying welcome esteemed guest. I think that's what's happening. Also, hello. Just want to see something. No, so you still say the same 5 voice lines. That's fine. Just want to check all the bits that we haven't quite got yet. I mean, it already told us that we've done enough, so I'm not too worried about it, but still. Right, and then I want to check that corner at the back there just for anything else, and then we'll go speak to every Marhavok and we'll basically see what's going on. They might say nothing, which is a definite possibility. They could just blank us. Are we not even able to get back here? Oh no, we can. That's fine. I'm mostly looking for more... Oh, you're here as well. I don't know who you are, but I remember you... I remember the name. Okay, I was looking for more of those, like, weird dragon creatures. There's also this area. Is there a way into this area? No, so that area was blocked off entirely. Yeah, that area is blocked off entirely, I think. Okay. So let's speak to her. Wait, can we go in here? No. Okay. Let's go back and speak to her. See what she has to say. Maybe she gives us another small dialogue clue. Hello. Who's there, stranger? I recognize your footsteps. The blind woman with a wealth of dark hair turns towards you. Oh, so that wasn't the blind woman previously. Oh, was that the lady who was up on the hill outside, maybe? Maybe that's who we're speaking to over there? Because she's outside of town. You are the commander of the Crusaders, the one who helped us break free of the demon's yoke. I am Gesmera, the wood shaper. Do you remember me? Remind me who you are. I'm Gesmera, a wood shaper. Wood carver, a sculptor as you would call it. My level of skill is not bestowed on everyone. We wood shapers do not consider wood to be just a material. We do not make something out of it. We give the wood a new birth. We reveal its beauty in a new form. Our village was consumed by illusions when you came to us. We saw demons as ordinary people, and saw people as demons. Our eyes have been deceived by the demons. But I am blind, so I see with my heart. I confided in you and pointed you to Maravok, who had been helping the demons to perpetuate his illusions. You defeated him in battle, but let him live. He has ruled our clan since. She falls silent, listening intently, then whispers, I can't quite explain it, but I feel that once more Maravok, that he's changed in recent weeks. He's become kinder, more open. I welcome this change, even as it frightens me. Now that our village is back on its feet, we have some things to sell. Take a look if you wish. Well, before we start talking to her about all sorts of things that might get her killed, show me your wares. I see. Okay. So, you mostly just sell bits and pieces. That's fine. Yeah. Okay. You don't need any of this. This is absolutely fine. Yeah, you sell a bunch of scrolls, which we also don't need. First aid kit? I don't think we need that. Yeah, I don't think that's actually used in the game. Could buy all your diamond dust, though. Yeah, no problem. Don't want to buy all your diamonds? How much does that weigh? It only weighs 9.9. And you know what? I'll have all your jade, too, and your dinosaur bones. Thanks. Hello. What's life been like for your people? You destroyed the demonic illusions, and many of our people could not hold on to their sanity once they discovered the truth. Some left the clan to live out their days as hermits. Others just wept and wept, unable to stop. Those were trying times. Still, we owed a debt to the Crusaders, and debts are sacred to Sarkorans. We've been sending our warriors to fight the Worldwound, and recently Maravok gathered our whole clan to march on Iz and Threshold. Tell me about Wintersun. Wintersun has always been a small village, scarcely known to the wider world of Sarkoris. Many villagers lived their own lives back then. Everyone had their own rhyme and reason. Our clan meant little. Our ancestors weren't on the Sarkoran Council of Chieftains, and they weren't being burned in the purifying flame at Pelura's fall. Life for them was peaceful and steady. The opening of the Worldwound was sudden. Large clans fought the demons, smaller ones just fled or were swept away by the demonic armies, but a different fate lay in store for us. The demon, Jerebeth, bewitched our clan, turning us into the demon's unwitting companions and playthings. And it was only thanks to you that we pulled through. I'm sorry, for a second there, I was kind of saw out the corner of my eye. I thought this was like one of the tree people, and I thought that Darren had turned into one. It's just a tree, but I was very perturbed. Now, we are the only ones with the right to call themselves true Sarkorans. Well, no, there's also the Peluras, and there's also that group that were in the mines for a long time. And there are a few other bits and pieces around the place, but anyway, sure. Our place is here in Iz, where the trials were once held and chieftains once gathered, even though no one ever summoned the Wintersun clan to events of such importance. What do you know about the anomalies? Not much, but what little I do know, I know from Maravok. He says that some of the demons and animals in the Worldwound have lost their minds because of these anomalies. It must be true. Marhavok wouldn't lie to us. Are you stupid? Like, literally, that's what Marhavok does. He lies to you. It's his MO. It's the only thing Marhavok does, is lie. Over and over and over again. It's actually very surprising to me that you wouldn't think he lies to you, which also makes me think that you also aren't real. So, yes, anyway. We'll add that one to the list of not real people. There's a Marhavok along here, right?
Onwards.
I'm not just walking. Yeah. So you're the first one we're going to speak to. Now, is it worth speaking to any of them? Let's find out. Commander, we will speak in the Great Hall. Oh, interesting. Do I have to find all the Marhavoks then and send them all back? I mean, I can do that if I need to. Hello? Commander, you're here. Excuse me, I am busy at the moment. Okay, you're excused. This way? I think I remember where they all are. Most of them are on this side. But there's like one that isn't. Well, there was one here. Guess not. There's one up the top here. But I thought there were two that were right next to each other. I think the only other one is there. Or maybe I'm wrong. Ah, there you go. While exploring the commander encountered a Marhavok several times, giving the impression that the chief is able to be in multiple places at once. Potentially. Or there are multiple chiefs. Because they're all the dragon people. The chaotic creatures are all taking the shape of somebody. And it makes sense for them to take the shape of Marhavok for reasons. Now, I was really hoping that I would think of a reason before we got to that point, but I didn't, so reasons are the best I've got. Alright, so there's another Marhavok over here, I think? Isn't there? Like here? No?
Onwards.
Maybe once you encounter them enough times, the other ones just go away. Unlike the anomalies. Yeah, I think maybe once you encounter them X number of times, it just says, alright, you have now encountered Marhavok in all the places that you shouldn't, therefore, you know, we'll move on. Yeah, I think that's what that was. Okay, so we've discovered anomalies, we've discovered multiple Marhavoks. There's nothing else to discover. We know that somebody in the tribe who really shouldn't trust Marhavok trusts Marhavok implicitly, which seems wrong. So yeah, let's see what happens. Also, I am just doing this so I can do a little heal up. Gives us over max HP, which is nice. We have enough spells to do a single fight, so let's do it. To the clan hall. I'm starting to wonder whether getting all of the only other thing is all of these. All these glowing things. I was thinking, is there a purpose to getting all of them before you do this? Probably not. They're probably for if you need to rest, because the fights are quite difficult comparative to the base game. And there's no other way to burn it off, because it's not like you can just go back to Dresden. So, we've already had a fight in this hall once. I assume we're going to have another one here. Probably against this same dragon. Yeah, except this time we're significantly higher leveled. Can we just ignore him? I mean, I've already quick saved. I'll grab the loot. That's a Warhammer +4. Glaive. Is there anything? There's a thing over here as well. Grab it. Two-bladed sword. We haven't seen one of those. It's a special class as well. Huh. Okay. I don't even know what to do with that one. Special class of weapons all to itself. Cloak of Resistance +7. Alright. Who's still using Cloak of Resistances and who needs a better one? And you just got a 7. You're using a special thing. You're using a special thing. Alright, so you're using a 5. So we'll just assume that this is going to be better for you. Let's just sort by new if I can't find it. There we go. That's fine. It's a different color. Kind of fits better. Trident. Orc double axe. We know at the back there was a way to Jirabeth, which is what I wanted to find. Also this thing. Altar consecrated by priests of Desna. Does that make sense? Knowledge Arcana.
I am finished.
A hole for swimming has been cut into the ice. The cold temperature is maintained by the magic. The traces of conjuration and illusion spells can be felt around the pool. Okay. So I think that was actually roughly the same as the first check that we had there ages ago. We have so many buffs. Okay. Let's not worry about it. Right. This way? Did they worship Desna? I don't think they did. That's why I'm getting a little bit confused at that Desna one. Maybe that is a clue. But maybe I'm seeing clues in every place because I'm looking for clues. Anyway, hello. Hello? There we go. Ah, there you are. Make yourself at home. For my home is yours. Wintersun has always honored its traditions. Marhavok smiles broadly. I have some questions about you and Wintersun. Of course, ask. What are you doing in Iz? My clan and I made haste to aid you. We wanted to repay you for all the good the Crusaders had done us, and join you in battle at Threshold, but the journey took us longer than expected, so I gave the order to head to Iz instead. We decided we would rebuild this place, restore it to its former glory. We've already raised a dozen houses, a dozen more will be ready by the end of the week. The work continues throughout Iz as we speak. Tell me about your life in Wintersun before I saved you from the demons. Once the illusions of that vile Jirabeth were gone, many in the village despaired. We had been blind to the evil of our actions, and afterward we did not know how to live with the truth. We even thought about abandoning the village. We had already packed our belongings, but then spirits came to me and told me thus, here lies the land of your ancestors, and here is where you must live and die. I gathered my people and convinced them to stay. We've been aiding the crusade as best we could ever since. As I recall, your personal relationship with Jirabeth was rather cozy. It is as you say, I won't deny it. I did terrible things when my eyes were clouded. I take no pride in them, but all's well that ends well, and for that you have my undying gratitude, Commander. Why were you rebuilding Iz, or why are you rebuilding Iz? This city is our capital. It is where we used to hold trials, where the chieftains of all the Sarkoris clans used to meet for their councils. Exactly the same as what the person outside said. Same reasoning. That might be important. Marhavok's eyes gleam with passion. The chieftains of the Wintersun clan have sat in these halls since time immemorial. My father's father was still a child, but he saw with his eyes the true glory of my homeland. If we leave this place to ruin, we can no longer call ourselves Sarkorans. As far as you know, Wintersun has always been a tiny village, insignificant on the grand scale of Sarkoris. The Wintersun clan has never been as glorious as Marhavok describes it. It has certainly never had its own seat on the Council of Chieftains of Iz. Your words are not very believable. You are entitled to your opinion. I have no more questions. You are not who you claim to be. You are the source of the anomalies. Marhavok frowns. Insulting the host in his own home is a great sin. Do you have proof, or are you just flapping your gums? This guy's lying through his teeth. Go get him, Chief. There is so much deceit within you. The Abyss would be proud. But your lies are not of the common sort. It is as if you're asking us not to believe you. Okay. I need no proof. The Aeon's gaze is enough. No, okay. I met you several times on the streets of this city. It's like you can be in multiple places at once. Let's start with that one. What can I say? The Worldwound is where magical paradoxes stem from. Within its bounds, even impossible things are possible. Is that all you have to fling at me? You don't know the first thing about the history of the Wintersun clan. A curious claim. Anything else? I've witnessed strange phenomena in Iz, as if the world was under the influence of some unknown magic. Why didn't you mention this? Are you hiding something? Enough. I'm bored of you. Marhavok chuckles and a ripple crosses his face. Maybe I'm not the real Marhavok, but this world thinks that I am. So why don't you fight my dragon? What was its name again? I keep forgetting. Whatever. Oh, see ya. I guess he's running back to escape into a secret area where Jerbeth was. Oh, I see. Well, this is fine. It's level 25 outsider. Okay. Activate. Attack.
Forward.
Didn't manage to hit it, unfortunately. Also didn't switch my weapon back. Also, unfortunately, there.
Why not both?
Okay, we're getting a little shot at. Not a huge fan of that. Please don't shoot Darren. He has no protection against that. Attack the one that's decided Darren is its target. In here, Storm Bolts. Didn't get a stun off, but that's okay. Darren, step forward. Blast it. Okay, didn't quite kill it. 0 damage and we're immune. Also, you're a dragon, so die. Yeah, okay. I was expecting more damage. Okay, that's annoying. Well, we didn't fall over. Please stop shooting these things at me. I'm gonna switch weapon. Maybe not the best time, but we'll do it anyway. And then hit it. Didn't hit it. Okay, stab it.
Distract them for me.
Very nice. The crit got us attack of opportunity that hit and we removed the buffs. Nice. We are alive in last stand. Horse. Only one attack, huh? Okay, some good damage. Storm bolts. Okay, reasonable damage. Was hoping for a little bit more. Darren, I'm gonna need you to stand up and heal. Nice. That is a very dead dragon and a dead archer that was shooting Darren. Please don't throw things at Darren. So this one's our next target, I think. Although you're going to attack this one because you're close enough to get a stun onto it. Charge all the way to that one. That should stop it attacking Darren. Also, it fell over. Don't really know why it did that. It's pretty good though. Attack that one.
Into the fray.
Nice damage. And then one of those. Nice. Darren, stand up. Take a shot.
And grace.
We're gonna move you over this way. Mark it, shoot it. Got an attack opportunity as it stood up, but that didn't really do very much for us. Attack of opportunity that we missed. That's fine. Attack it.
With all your might.
Perfect.
Time to share your treasures.
That one's dead. Horse does some damage.
The light.
Sela does some damage. Ember, step backwards. Hellfire Ray. That was pretty good. Also, while we're here, one of those. Shoot it.
I'll make short work of this.
I will resist.
Pursue Marhavok is now our goal. Okay.
Onwards.
Just
Smile.
reposition.
The world's not ending just yet.
I'm going to use heals to heal up. There's probably better ways for us to be healing. I'll admit that right away. Let's use that as well. There we go. But that's a quick way of healing. Dragon's Heirloom. Okay. Natural armor plus 8 grants us we're immunity to fire and acid. However, when the wearer of the amulet is hit by a dragon in melee, they become petrified for 1 round. If the owner has the dragon subtype, they instead become stunned for the same duration. How often are we going to face a dragon? Let's give Sela that one and then remember that she has it and take it off if she's about... Or, yeah, swap it for the +7 if she's about to fight a dragon. If it even becomes relevant. If we fight a dragon, the Ruchelet is going to kill it. Go into the ice hole. Alright. Well, this seems like a lot of gears. So, I'm guessing this must be Axis. This would seem to be Axis, as these are Axiomite Guardians. Okay. So maybe this is the end of the DLC. I knew in the DLC that they said that you can go to Axis. But then I did see people talk about how you mostly just walked around areas you'd already been to.
Cover me, all right?
So I don't know. Maybe this is what it means by go to Axis.
Guide my blade.
We do also need to go and hand in that quest for about Erebeth, so at some point we must have to go back. I'm just wondering if you had to do it like before now. You know, I can do that too. Alright, whose dex did you lower? Arushale. That's not my favorite one for you to lower in terms of dex. Just use Greater Restoration. It's fine. Took a long time, but it worked.
Let us be off.
Quick save. Continue pushing our way forward. We could run all the way back and hand in that quest now if we wanted to, I suppose. Doesn't look like there's too much left of this area though. Interestingly. Charge? Or don't, I guess. Just do what you like. Okay. Please stop shooting Seela. Okay, I think this is a haste situation. And then run in and stab.
Why not both?
Seems like there's a lot of enemies. Okay, move forward.
Desna, guide my hand.
Okay, these guys die a lot quicker, which is a positive. The marksmen are still annoying, but they do die a lot quicker. I'm not really worried about your spells either. I think we're okay with that. There we go. Move forward. Hellfire Ray. Marksman. That's pretty good. Get up here and attack. Please don't kill Seela. This is fine. Attack. Kill. Move forward. Shoot. Just thought we could probably kill that one. Nice.
Let's move.
Okay, so we've got a magic device to use. I assume that makes the rest of the platform.
Rules are made to be broken.
Another heal. Quick save. And use it. Okay. Wonder what would have happened if you'd failed. It's like, well, sorry, you failed the DLC. There we go, right or left? Left has a path up and over here. Right doesn't. Let's go right. Right is a dead end, but it looks... Oh no, it keeps going a little bit. Hello. Right is a treasure chest. Well, that's well worth it. Also, that looks like something that's got consecrated energy around it. So I'm assuming that they might expect you to rest in here. I hate that. We could rest in here. There's no reason not to.
Distract them from me.
Little stab. Get around here. Shoot.
I will see to your demise.
Nice shot. Okay. Run in and attack.
Into the fray.
Run in and attack. Run in and Hellfire Ray. Okay, that one's dead. Adamantine Golem has no chance of hitting.
Forwards.
Stab
Time
it.
to share your treasures.
Very nice. Shoot it. The Golem is the easiest thing to kill in this dungeon, by far. Grab the loot. Grab the loot. Ooh, what's this? Mold bloom roots covered in some black and sticky substance and a rusty key. Followed by a note. Followed by a note. Axis, the most boring of cities. Axis, the eternal perfect city that takes up an entire plane of existence. Grandiose, pompous, epic in its equanimity and sublimity. Many a traveler dreams of visiting this fascinating place just once in their lifetime, and many leave it disappointed. Where else can one witness a plain-sized city? Or more accurately, a great number of cities consolidated into a single urban organism. One cannot help but marvel at the sight of this citadel of resplendent clockwork, home to the god Brig, the patroness of inventors. This veritable labyrinth of cogs, lenses, and pendulums exists in perpetual motion. As such, the observer may as well lose track of time. It is impossible not to tremble while walking the streets of Aktun, Axis's capital of sorts, and Abadar's very own domain, whose broad avenues all converge at a single point, the fabled central first vault, the forever sealed repository of copies of all the things that were ever created. Interesting, maybe the vault has been opened. No one is allowed to enter and look upon the exhibits therein. The most a traveller can hope for is to lay a hand upon its walls and be awed. Ah, Axis, the ideal, the utopia. The thoroughfares are perfectly symmetrical and one can never get lost on the way. Customers will never be swindled at your markets, for the prices are approved and set by the government. Your streets are spotless, the guards are polite and attentive. Even if a crime were to take place, it would be thoroughly investigated and the criminal punished. Safety is your guarantee. Then why is it this article bears such an unflattering title, you ask? If you were paying attention while reading my essay, you would already know the answer. Axis is a great city, a perfection reached. There's nothing to improve, nowhere to grow, and that's what makes it incredibly boring. Here you can't get lost in the back streets, you can't haggle at the market, even the local theatres and museums exist more for the existence's sake than as a creative space for its actors and artists. The freedom of self-expression here is dead. It simply expired on its own, quietly dying of old age in its sleep, unnoticed and unwanted. And yet, I would gladly come back to Axis, some other time, in the distant future. After all, I doubt there exists a better place in the world to spend your golden years in peace and quiet. Ray Shellex for Traveller's Essays. A word of warning. Gnomes are advised against visiting Axis. In the city, more than anywhere else, they stand to face either prompt bleaching or just as prompt run-ins with the law as a result of extreme attempts as bleaching prevention. Interesting. In case you don't remember or don't know, gnomes basically, to avoid the bleaching, have to experience new things. I guess if you experience perfection once, that's it. There's no more new things. The words of a prayer to Abadar can be heard in the hum of the mechanism. Okay, so I was just thinking about this while we were doing all that. Because there seems to be no time limit on us doing, well, just about anything in the game at this point, right? I am going to go all the way back to camp and speak to Anevia. I just think that makes sense for us. Because if there is something to do in camp, then I would rather do it now than do it after we do this. Because it doesn't seem like it's setting up a huge thing. But maybe it is. Maybe there's a lot more to this DLC than I thought. But I'm just remembering that people said it was short, so if it's short, then we just need to be ready for it to end at any moment. Although, we did see that there were 10 buffs on the buff that we got, so I assume that there must have to be 10 actions that happen. And we've had 3 so far. We had the first one, where apparently we followed Valmalos, or whatever the conditions are for it. We had the second one, when we went into camp, and we had the third one just before we did stuff there. So yeah, I'm assuming also nothing in the corner here. No, okay. So I'm assuming there might be another 7 of those. However, we are also an Aeon, which seems to be skipping some of the having to figure stuff out stage. So maybe there's some other stuff that we could be doing if we weren't an Aeon, which would be causing things to progress. I don't know. Anyway. Because surely it has to push you forward in a different direction then.
March on.
Anevia, hello. She's going to say, I knew this wasn't my one. Although we kind of think Anevia is not real anyway, so this is fine. I went to Iz. Did you find Irbeth? Is she alive? Irbeth has changed. When I found her, she was different. I'm going to tell Anevia the truth. Like I give a damn. Whatever's happened to her, we'll put it right. Just tell me, is she alive? Irbeth, there's someone here who's missed you. Erebeth approaches wearing a shy smile. Nevi, I hear you've been worrying about me. Anevia drinks in the sight of her wife. Ah, damn it all, you're really alive, Beth. Don't you ever worry me like that again. Anevia whispers something in Erebeth's ear that makes the warrior cast her eyes down in abashment. Naminde, I'm not one for long, pretty speeches, but you should know that I'm indebted to you for the rest of my life. If you hadn't dragged this crazy paladin out of that situation, I'd be a broken woman now. Erebeth, eyes on the floor, murmurs, Nevi, we're at war. This is not the time for sentiment. It's not soldierly. We need to talk, Erebeth. I'm at your service, Commander. How are you feeling? Perfectly well, Commander. Quick to catch your meaning, Erebeth lowers her voice to a whisper. No worrying changes or strange thoughts. If I have even the slightest suspicion that something is wrong, I will come to you myself. But for now, I'm simply happy to be back. Are you keeping an eye on Anevia? With quiet tenderness in her voice, Erebeth replies, Every minute. When they hemmed us in near Iz, he nearly died trying to get to me. Now I'll lay down my life to ensure not a single hair on her head is harmed. Anevia's caring gaze remains fixed on Erebeth. Just make sure your own head stays on your shoulders, Beth. That's all for now. I have to go. Okay, interesting. Let's do a quick save. I want to speak to the storyteller as well. The storyteller's appearance has changed. His face bears a sinister, greedy expression and his dry lips move constantly as if uttering something without making a sound. His unseeing eyes have blackened and the tiny stars sparkle within, resembling the night sky. How may I be of service? How are you feeling, buddy? The storyteller smiles wanly. You notice the dried blood in his mouth. The what? Phantoms of things that never happened have broken upon my mind like a flood. I've become their doting guardian, and it is so wonderful. As though I have been wandering the desert and finally found a spring. I drink and I drink and I cannot quench my thirst. There is no time for sleep or food. I absorb the stories of the past that never came to be. Rushley says quietly, It's strange, but the way he looks and talks reminds me of addicts in a Lucianera. He consumes his fake memories just as hungrily as an addict bites down on their pipe. Tell me a new story. He laughs manically. There is so much I could tell you. The story of Commander Joran Vane, who killed his traitorous brother and was granted by Queen Galfrey the right to lead the crusade on Dresden. The legend of the terrifying Menago the Conqueror who destroyed Canabras and Nerosian and drowned all of Avestan in blood. Or the tale of King Daeron, dubbed the Lord of Vice, who ascended the throne after Queen Galfrey's death and led the blood-soaked resistance in the demon-infested lands. The Lord of Vice. Oh, what people carry on gripping about my behavior even after I'm king. I could speak of a past without a Worldwound, but one where heaven invaded the material plane. A past without you, but one where Areelu Vorlesh was known as the protector of humankind. A past where I never set foot in the lands of Mendev, and the wise mage Aravashniel did not meet his death in the caves under Canabras. But I don't have time to be telling you any of this. I must learn. I must listen to new stories until I've learned them all, claim them all. I have to go. Okay, interesting. I was hoping I could give him the new things I found. I think he's a little past that now. Maybe we could have done it if we'd killed him. Or maybe he wouldn't be there. So this is it looks like more part of an antique mechanism than a key. And then we have something else. Wait, key? Well, we know of something that's missing something. Let's just head up here and try and stick it in here. See what happens, you know? Maybe this will work. I mean, that looks like the same shape to me. Nope. There is a gear-shaped hollow in the bare stone. My bad, I thought the key that looked like a gear would go in the gear-shaped thing, but I guess I'm wrong. Anyway, what I'm going to do is I'm going to end the episode here. Thank you for watching. We're going to rest, buff up. Actually, we'll rest now just in case something happens, but it probably won't. We'll rest, buff up, and then head back to Iz for next time. All of this is fine, I think. We know we've got infinite ingredients, so we might as well just cook whatever we want to cook. Let's go. Little blood rain. And it's all gone. Okay.
Follow
Interesting. Looks like we're moving slowly. I guess maybe, yeah, I suppose we don't have our strength buff, so we're probably moving. Oh yeah, I remember they did actually make a change. I believe they've made a change so you move at the slowest speed in your party, like to stop people running off. Like if you have your whole party selected, I believe that you will now move at the slowest speed rather than moving at just whatever speed you could, which was obviously a little bit problematic when you wanted to just move through a dungeon. So maybe because Darren is now encumbered, he's moving slower, which means that the rest of us are moving slower. I could believe that. Anyway, I am going to buff everybody up, and then we're going to head back to Iz, and we're going to do all of that sort of stuff chasing Marhavok next time. So thank you for watching. See you next time. Goodbye.